It's low key, and I say I am Mr. Superflex. Alright. Taking a break from work. This is a park that I've been going to for fucking 10 years. I used to come over here and play basketball. They got a basketball court right over there. Outside. 2 baseball fields. And I would come over here and give niggas that work. No diddy. It's not a long video. Spiritual routine. You need if you want to maintain, you know, your fucking sanity. You gotta have a spiritual routine if you want to keep your spirit high. You gotta maintain a spiritual routine. Let's have a real conversation. So, long story short, how I manage not losing my fucking mind often is by just going the fuck outside. This winter was really bad. This was a really bad winter. A really bad winter. And by the way, I'm grounding right now, whatever, earthing, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I'm walking barefoot in the grass. But this winter, man, I had a job where I was working outside overnights, and the winter just completely fucked up my body. The cold fucked up my bones, feel like. I don't know if I got like health, so it's fucked up my health, because like I'm always cold now. For some reason, I'm always cold. So, anyway. So, just being outside all fucking winter it just fucked me up. It's just like, so now that it's warm, like, I don't even give a fuck how hot it is. I'm trying to be outside. It's like I'm trying to warm my whole fucking, I don't even know, my whole it's fucking crazy, man. So it's like, I'm just trying this out. It's been a long time. Like, I look back on like how many years that I've gone without literally touching grass. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make any fucking sense at all. We supposed to be outside every single day, physically touching the earth and physically absorbing the sun. You know what I'm saying? So, it is what it is. I was forced into this realm, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, gave me an ultimatum. It was off yourself, or let the survival mode activate, because that's what happens when survival mode gets activated. You either gonna give up, you're gonna give up, or you're gonna have to adapt. That's it. So in my scenario, I just had to adapt, and while I was adapting, I just naturally developed a routine that actually helped me get better. Helped me with my depression and my low vibes, and kind of like help clear my mind. Because nowadays my mind is clear. I don't be really overthinking about shit. I don't like that feeling. I hate that feeling, and the feeling of anxiety is fucking lame. So I reject it. You know what I mean? And I just like having a clear mind. I don't like thinking about shit. It is what it is. Whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen. I don't have any control over anything gone down here. The only thing I can control is my reaction to the bullshit that's being thrown at me. So all I try to do is put myself in a situation where I can just, you know what I'm saying, look after myself, take care of myself, mentally, physically, whatever, emotionally, spiritually. And that's all you can do. Put yourself in a situation to where you can just, you know, feed your spirit good energy. That's the only thing we can do. Everything else is gonna be what it's gonna be. You can't stop certain shit. So it's like my spiritual routine is just going out in nature. And I'm not one of these fucking weird ass new age niggas. I'm not one of these nature boy ass niggas and all of these types of people, man. I despise those people. But to simplify it, my spiritual routine that I'm trying to like develop some serious discipline on, because I only do it maybe 3 times a week, maybe 4 times a week, like come outside and walk barefoot in the grass and shit, sit in the sun. I'm only doing it like 3-4 times a week, but really you're supposed to do it 2 or 3 times a day. They say you're supposed to come outside and stand in the grass when the sun is rising and also when the sun is setting. Now, I'm never gonna be into that sun gazing shit. I'm not into that. With my luck, if I look at the sun, it's over. I'm Ray Charles, so I'm not into that shit. Me personally, I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch. I'm not about to stare into the sun and go blind over some. It's not happening. Even if it didn't happen, I'm not doing it. Like, it is what it is. Whatever superpowers you get from staring into the sun, well, I guess I'm just not gonna have them. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I talk about the importance of community. You know what I'm saying? And how it makes shit so much easier. You know? And it takes a lot of energy to do shit by yourself. When you have somebody that's encouraging you to be the best version of yourself, out of love, out of divine love, which is the source. The source is divine love. So when you have somebody in your life that's tapped in to the source, aka divine love, and all they're trying to do is tap you into it. You know, like how, like, you know, WWE or whatever, they be having them tag team matches, and they partner tag them into the fucking, you know what the fuck I'm saying. So it's easier. It takes, even if it's just, you know, a little bit more energy, right? Like coming to the park and just walking in the grass, just forcing yourself to just get the fuck off your ass and go meditate or ground or whatever the fuck. It already takes, you know, a certain amount of energy. But when you have somebody that's, you know, that's there to motivate you, it's easier. Like for me, like I said, because of my routine, I'm just used to it. It's just second nature for me to be outside the majority of the day. No matter the weather, it is what it is. But I hate, like, it's just one of the things that I genuinely hate about this shit, that there's no, you know, at least where I'm at, there's no community. You know what I mean? It should be a bunch of people out here walking in the fucking grass. Look how big this fucking field is. This field is fucking huge, and this is just one side of it. There should be mad people out here fucking walking in the grass barefoot. You know what I mean? Reconnected with the earth and shit. And I'm the only person. I'm literally the only person at this park, which is actually kind of crazy that there's no gang stalkers out here. Which is crazy. But you have to develop a routine and you have to be disciplined. You know what I'm saying? If it was up to me, I'd sit in the sun for at least 3-4 hours a day. I'd just sit in the fucking sun. I'd rather do this. I'd rather do this than be on my phone scrolling. I'd rather do this than worry about whatever distractions is going on. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know if y'all can hear me because I don't even know if it's good service out here, to be honest. But that's the whole point. I'm talking to myself, source. I'm talking to, you know, the divinity within myself. So it don't even matter if y'all can hear me or not. I'm being honest, respectfully. But people just, that's the whole point. They put all of this shit like in They Live. You know what I'm saying? Obey. And I mean, They Live is top 5 of all time. They Live is top 5. They told you right there, the Matrix is Matrix. They Live. Shit, you could throw Minority Report up in there. I don't know if I would do it. Truman Show. I mean, that's top 3 right there. Truman Show is my life. The Matrix and fucking whatever movie I just said. They Live. That's top 3 of all time when it comes to like these motherfuckers telling you that we are here to distract you from focusing on yourself. He said, I feel like running through that field. Listen, bro, I fucked up my knee the other day. I was playing basketball. I didn't do anything. I was perfectly fine. And then as soon as I'm about to walk to the car and leave, my whole fucking knee, I felt like I couldn't even walk. I'm like, what the fuck? But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, no Diddy, like no homo. But that would be like a fucking wet dream for me, to live in a community where it's like niggas is doing shit that actually matters, where niggas is outside, not no weird shit, but just niggas you can being amongst people in real time that you can visibly see, oh, this person just trying to reconnect with their soul. I'm the only person out here. I'm the only person out here. So that just show you where we at, man. That just shows you where we at. And I'm not perfect. I do dumb shit often. I ain't gonna say every day, because I don't put myself in situations to do dumb shit every day. I go to work, I go home. But it's about balance, and it's about moderation, you know, having spiritual moderation, man. It's like, I'm just that person, you know. After this, I'll keep it a buck with you. After I do some shit like this, I might take a shot of Grey Goose. But after I take that shot of Grey Goose, I might come back outside again and walk around in the sun for the sunset. So it's about balance. It can't just be, you know, indulge in toxicity over and over and over and over and over and over again. And while the positivity is just, You know what I mean? It's like you put the positivity, or you put positive behavior on the back burner. Don't work like that. That's what I had to do. I had to work towards moderation. So I had to slowly fix, or slowly get rid of my bad behaviors, my toxic behaviors, my own toxic traits and shit, to where I can get to the point where it levels out. But the truth is, niggas don't want to put the work in. And I was one of them. But niggas don't want to put the work in. That's all it really comes down to. The worst type of person in the world, and like I said, I'll speak for myself too. But the worst type of person in the world ain't the fucking NPCs, ain't the zombies, ain't the sheep, ain't the people that's oblivious. The worst people in the world are the people that are self-aware. That they know their flaws and fucked up behaviors. They know that their ego is dragging them down and shit. But every day they wake up and they say, fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck you, Sean. Straight up. Niggas ain't outside playing basketball. Niggas not exercising. Niggas ain't over here running, working out. This is crazy. This is crazy, bro. And I mean, look, I'm not necessarily mad because I'm like, shit, I hate being around people altogether. Fuck people. But at the same time, what you see, if you're a spiritual person, what you seeing with through that spiritual lens is this is actually sad as fuck. This is actually sad as fuck, and this is the perfect example. This is what a complete lack of community physically looks like. This is what the lack of community physically looks like. This is what it looks like when shit hit the fan. When shit hit the fan, when the apocalypse pop off, when you start hearing them purge sirens and shit. If niggas ain't together, holding each other down before a situation like that, what the fuck makes you think people are gonna be just magically hold each other down after a situation like that? If community don't exist before shit hit the fan, I don't know why people think it's gonna magically exist after it hit the fan. I don't get it. I don't get it. So there's a couple spots. I came here because I just did a delivery over here. But my favorite spot right in this area, it's a spot by it's like a lake. And then there's another spot by like the reservoir that I might go live from during this week. You know what I'm saying? But one of my main problems that like I watch myself kind of like develop, it's just I've been alone my whole life, right? So it's like you become used to it. Sometimes you become so used to being alone, you start to self-isolate. And then a lot of people that's empaths, we gotta be alone to regenerate our energy and all that bullshit too. But the thing is with me, I like develop. It's like I watch myself develop some sort of trauma from always being alone for fucking 34 years. Tell me a branch just fell by my car. Anyway, so it's like this new shit now that I just witness myself go through, where it's like I can be alone. Shit, when I'm alone, I'm at peace. I'm my happiest. I'm at my most peaceful when I'm alone. But it's like just this weird, goofy ass feeling where it's like I just kind of hate. I don't like being alone. Like my body, the flesh is just craving company, and I'm like, damn, bro, this is such a bitch ass feeling. It's such a low vibrational feeling. But it's like at the end of the day, what do we human, and we're trapped in this fucking flesh, and that's a craving of the flesh, company. And I'm like, I'm just like, fuck. So think about all the people in this world, and that gotta be like some type of phobia, some shit, where it's like that, psychologically, people that are scared of being alone, of scared of being isolated. I don't know what the hell it is. The name of it is. I used to talk to this badass French whore. I'm just kidding. She wasn't a whore. But she was like a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. French bitch. And she used to tell me, and even if she was ugly, I don't give a fuck. I would tell you how she was ugly. But anyway, but she used to tell me, this was a long time ago, but she would tell me that she had a fear, like a phobia. She had a fear of being forgotten. And I'm like, bitch, that's that Kanye West syndrome. But it's like, she really felt that way. It was really it really activated negative emotions from her. She really feared being forgotten, or I guess forgot about, or whatever the case may be. I don't fucking know. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Autophobia or monophobia? What's that? The fear of being alone or some shit? And I just, this is before I woke up. This was a long time ago, but I was just like, that's so fucking stupid. Who cares? Because we're all gonna be forgotten. In 100 years, nobody's gonna fucking know any of us. And that's a fact. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's the thing. The only motherfucker that need to remember us is from which the source we came from. That's that shit that people get caught up on. People just it's just misdirected energy. You become the shit you constantly worry about. Who gives a fuck? Niggas is worried about being forgotten. I wish I was never known. I wish I was never known. I wish I was never dropped off in this realm. The fuck is you talking about? The fuck is you talking about? Like, that's what I'm saying, man. Self-awareness is a gift and a curse. It's like watching wrestling. I remember sitting somewhere in the living room. We used to watch wrestling. I was sitting on the floor, and there was this faggot ass nigga that was fucking my mom, and it was my uncle. And we used to watch wrestling in his prime. And I remember there sitting there, and it brought so much joy in. I was like, this shit is lit, nigga. And then if I was to watch the same shit today, or if I was to watch wrestling today, becoming self-aware, you know, it's like different versions of yourself or fucking different lives. Like every layer of self-awareness, it's like a new, you become a, it's like a new life. It's like a literal, like, that was the old you. It's like an update. That was the old you. I got 5%. So I got like probably like 2-3 minutes. But that's the goal, what people fail to realize. You know, your ultimate goal, you know, when it comes to enlightenment, the goal is to update your soul. Or your, I'm not gonna say your soul, but to update your consciousness, and to constantly, you gotta constantly kill off the older version of yourself. You have to constantly, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's spiritual suicide. Let's have a real conversation. You gotta constantly, every day. I mean, let's just call it what it is. If every day, if you really committed to reaching your spiritual potential in this life, and hoping that your progress transcends until the next whatever the fuck, then yeah, every single time the sun rises, you should be trying to kill off the previous version of yourself. Let's have a real conversation. So whatever stupid shit you doing today, whatever urges you got today, temptations, impulses, whatever fuck ass people you got around you that don't bring you fucking light, he said, I got ego in the torture room. What, you know what I'm saying? Every day, you gotta kill that nigga. You gotta kill that. You gotta look in the mirror. It's crazy. You literally, like, every day you wake up, fuck everything. You gotta look in the mirror and be like, nigga, I'm gonna kill you. You gotta look in the mirror every day and be like, motherfucker, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna fucking kill you. Cause what Waterboy mom say? Complacency is the devil. It's the devil. But we don't have, see, the problem is, one of the main problem is, we don't have community. You don't have 2 or 3 niggas that you fuck with pulling up to your house being like, yo, we about to go do some spiritual shit, nigga, come on. It's not even a question, it's not an option. You don't have an option. You don't have an option. We're dragging you out the house. We not gonna allow you to be, you know, depressed today, or we're not gonna allow you. That's the whole purpose of this shit. That's the whole purpose of this shit. You know what I mean? Like, the end game. That's the type of person I am. You know? I understand divine love, unconditional love. Unconditional love is divine love. So if they're, you know, they say that, you know, God loves us, God is divine love. Divine love is, it doesn't come with conditions. Motherfuckers say, you know what they say? They say, God gonna say, God, hey, motherfucker gonna love you regardless. Now, I ain't gonna go too deep into that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna go too deep into that, but this is just a theory. And what we're robbed of, what we're robbed of. Let's have a real conversation. A lot of good souls. We're tormented souls. My fucking knee just buckled right now. Shit ain't no joke. When you just walking and shit start buckling, that shit ain't no joke. That shit ain't no joke, nigga. That's life alert activity. My whole fucking knee just buckled for no reason. I was like, hold on. All right. The fuck? It's like when you accidentally hit the when you driving and you accidentally hit the gear and you put that bitch in neutral, reverses some shit. Hold on. All right. Hell no. How your nerves buckle? So anyway, completely forgot what the fuck I was saying. Fuck that. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what I was saying. I was trying to make a point. Damn. I was making a point before I end this motherfucker. Completely forgot what the hell. That whole my knee threw off my whole fucking train of thought. I was like, nigga, we do not have health insurance right now. Act right. My knee need to act right. My knee need to act like we don't have health insurance. That's what I need my knee to do. Stay in your lane. I've been telling ever since I lost my health insurance, I've been telling my body stay in your lane, body. I was so fucking sick over the winter. I was at the hospital every 2 weeks, bro. Sick as fuck. Going ham on that health insurance. As soon as Trump come in this motherfucker, he got my shit up out of here. Said. Anyway, I got 3%. So that's what's missing. Real community, man. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. I'm just the type of person, because I hold that shit close to my soul, unconditional love, that I'm very protective of the handful of people I can count on one hand that I genuinely love in this realm. See, people, we live in this social media, social engineering bullshit, indoctrination, where people think that, oh, you could just find somebody new, or you can find somebody else. There's certain people that you can't replace them. There's certain people you can't replace. All energy not the same. So I'm very protective, especially after waking up. When you wake up and you become like real, you become your spirit become way more sensitive than it was. I'm very protective of the people that I love. The same way I am to myself. So I'm gonna treat my spirit the same way I treat your spirit. I'm gonna look out for your spirit the same way I look out for my spirit. But the average person won't understand that. And not just the average person, but basically just somebody that's not ready to move up spiritual rank. Let's have a real conversation. And it sucks. So that's why, like, when I hear like Hurricane talk about like, he want to fight Jesus and shit and run the fade with God, I understand why he would say that. But the thing is, all of this suffering is just a level. It's a level. And what did the nigga say? And I'm not even, I don't fucking, nigga, If you see me at church, if you see Low Key T at church, it's a clone. If you ever see Low Key at church, it's a clone. It's the real me. Look at my eyes. Look. But the point I'm trying to make is, the motherfucker said, I would never put a challenge in front of you that I don't think you can overcome. Tell me that shit ain't hard. Tell me that shit ain't hard. You say, you see me at the voting booth, it's a clone. Tell me that shit ain't the hardest shit in the world. Because when you step into the role of a teacher, that's what we do. Whether it be your kids, cousins, your baby mama kids, whatever the fuck. You do the exact same thing. You put them kids in a position. You put an adolescent in a position, or whatever. Just using kids as an example, but you put a kid in a position where you're like, okay, I've studied your behavior. I've studied, you know, what you're capable of and what you're not capable of. And then you put them in a situation that you know that they can succeed, even if they don't believe it. And a lot of people out here, even people within the truth community, the problem is their self-doubt. Let's have a real conversation. The problem is not me. The problem ain't you. The problem ain't the truth. The problem is their own self-doubt. So how do you persuade a motherfucker to not doubt themselves anymore? You can't. They just got to do it. They just have to physically have that breakthrough themselves. Nigga need some V. If you're going to beat God, nigga, you need some VC. You're going to have to buy some VC. You're going to have to buy a shark card. You're going to have to come get you have to get your shit together, Hurricane. You're going to need Xbox money. So that's the video. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I can't help it. I'm one of the realest motherfuckers I know on this planet. I don't give a fuck. No ego involved. It's just facts. It's just facts. And I'm very self-aware that to be around me, you gotta be strong as fuck. Because from the people that I love, I demand spiritual excellence. Let's have a real conversation. Not because of anything other than that's how it's supposed to be. You should demand, if you're a spiritual person and you tapped in to the divinity within yourself, you should demand spiritual excellence from everybody around you.